This is Vanus Enigma video mix number 146. Just want to remind you that I opened a new YouTube channel with the name Vanus Enigma Español. I created many videos with direct translation, one sentence in English, one in Espanol. But in the future I think I'll change that a little separately. So one video will be in English, for example this number 146, and then 147 will be on my other channel in Spanish, and then the next one again in English. So if you see always one missing number, it's on my other channel in Spanish Español. I'm not sure when I'll do the translation. At first I want to upload some older videos, just actually the same videos but with Spanish title. And when I have finished to do that, then I'll translate this and the following videos. And of course I have that third YouTube channel with the name Short Videos Vanus Enigma Innocent Crypto Kitty. And just my last video was the title 160509, Coming Out, a cat comedy. Satoshi Nakamoto, Bitcoin founder. Maybe I'll just paste that now or later. Lately I've been watching a lot of videos, especially FTM, female to male, about testosterone, and now lately about androgyny or androgynous, and hashtag unisex. But I think I really should create more videos because I feel the necessity to digest all that information, and when I talk about just to remember the most important lessons I've learned. I think it's really helpful for myself, and of course you can learn too. And just now I think I should include in one of my Twitter profiles the hashtag transhuman, because these last years actually, maybe because of that unconscious gender identity problem or discomfort, I've been behaving a little like a transhuman hybrid between human and cat, actually more identifying with a cat without gender, neutral gender, genderqueer. So yeah, transhuman. Just now watching videos, transhumanism, agenda, Illuminati. By the way, I think I want to include the word androgyny in the title of my YouTube channel. At the moment I've got the title Vanus Enigma Video Mix FTM. I changed it. I included queer, and then I took queer back because actually I prefer more the word androgyny than queer, because queer people think much more of sexual orientation, but I don't want to talk about that, just want to talk about gender identity. And just had a look that you are allowed only to change the name 3 times in 3 months. So at first I included FTM, then I added queer, and then I took back queer and just Vanus Enigma Video Mix FTM. So in short time I changed it 3 times, and now I can't actually because in the end I think I identify much more like androgynous than the mastectomy and testosterone is decided. I'll do it. I don't know when, because long story. Another day I talk about. It will take much time before I can start all that treatment, because here between the countries, Spain, Germany, many Christians who speak out against the transgender community forget about one thing in the Bible. In the same Old Testament Leviticus, where they talk about homosexuality, they prohibit many other things, eating pork and so on, but I want to mention about the custom that if a woman gets pregnant for any reason and there is no husband around, just thinking of one friend, she got pregnant, the father had an accident in the street and died, and now she's going to give birth. By the way, and the society has the right to kill this woman with stones, to stone her to death. And of course only men are allowed to preach in the churches. So this doctrine is easy to for men to preach, because they don't feel the anxiety to get pregnant. My whole life, more than 20 years, I've been swallowing anti-baby pills in spite of not having any relationship, always afraid to have accident or something, get raped. And of course many people might think much more of the men who do cross-dressing. Of course they are much more visible, but if a woman has the possibility to convert into the man, hashtag FTM, female to male, especially I'm over 18, I'm over 2 times 18, yes, I'm older than 36, and it's not fun to be an old woman. You feel you get always more tired, you have your sex drive is under the basement, you feel like you want to close the door and never go out. It's no fun to be an old woman. Anyway, the testosterone goes less than half from when you are 20 and over 40. You have just less than half the testosterone you used to have when you were 20. And anyway, women have, let's put it around, men have 7 times more testosterone than women. Did you know that? But anyway, it's the secret female hormone in women, and you can help, especially many marriages break up when the people get older, the couples, especially because the women stop having sexual desire, libido. So I had videos about one woman, especially she studied very much that topic because she had her female stuff removed, and she felt very bad, and she studied very much that topic, and she makes treatment, of course, low dosage of testosterone for women who are older, like me, for example, and it can really help them. Not, of course, not such a amount that converts them into men, but it can really improve especially their libido, their joy of life. You understand? Just listening to the video with the title "The Rise of Androgyny, the Biblical Case Against Transgenders." I'm still, I haven't listened all, but just some thoughts. And they said they show you Jesus with long hair and like this. The clothes the people were wearing in the time before the sewing machine. Of course, it looks like a skirt for the men, and anyway, the Muslim men too wear like a type of skirt, no skirt, dress, sorry. And he says like accusing that they show this image. Anyway, the color of Jesus, anyway, they often show him with very white skin, and my profile picture is white cat, I must admit, but I'm a follower. I like very much the YouTube channel Truth Unveiled 777, and of course, especially because he's a flat earther too. Of course, yeah. Just want to say that I learned, especially he made me conscious about a Revelation chapter 2 verse 9 about this topic of hashtag synagogue of Satan, and the topic Israel, the Jews. Black whitening documentary I watched. I learned very much. Was new for me. And anyway, remember, black people can have white children, but a white couple cannot have black children. Just want to remember you that. Anyway, I just want to say you just listening to that video, The Rise of Androgyny, Biblical Case Against Transgenders, and as what I actually wanted to say, that I think that God and the devil or Lucifer or Satan, however, how you want to call them, I think they are androgynous. I like to watch videos where especially now I'm just thinking of Mark Sargent and Patricia Steer. I think they are cisgender. I'm not sure, but I think so. So I like to see both, and or I like, okay, I admit this goes in direction of sexual orientation, but I admit I had always a secret attraction to androgynous people. Anyway, I'm living now almost 20 years here, Gran Canaria, very near of Jumbo Center, very much LGBTQ community. But anyway, before I lived here, Gran Canaria, when I was just about 18, I made A-level Bachillerato, Germany, and I just remember one boy I was some kind of in love with. No, I didn't have a relationship, but once I invited him. The only and the last birthday I celebrated in Germany was the 18th. Then later never I celebrated again. And I invited him among others, and his first name begins with H. And he had long hair, okay, like little bit more than shoulder long, and he was in my parallel class in Germany, Baden-Baden. By the way, Obama in his first official visit to Germany, he visited the Baden-Baden casino. Once one was very angry, and he drove the stairs up to Baden-Baden casino. He wanted to get back his money. Sorry, my brain is going out the window now. Actually, I'm not sure which title I'm going to give, but right now, as I mentioned, as soon as possible to change the name of my YouTube channel again, I think I'll include the word androgyny. Because this is, I had, as I said before, for some time included queer, and I took it back again because it's too much sexual orientation. And I really, really don't want to talk about this fucking sexual orientation. I want to love myself. Actually, I want to break a new record. Instead of drinking fucking alcohol, I prefer to break my own record to how fast am I able to masturbate and get an orgasm. Because this is really very relaxing. And please, nobody, I must find that cat picture again. It's like a kitty, and it says, whoever woke me up is going to die. Because one last some kind of relationship or something, and fell asleep or something, and he woke me up, and I was so, actually anyway, I wanted him to leave already, but when he woke me up, I really like the silence, quiet. I don't want to discuss. Okay, that's another topic. Why I disable these fucking comments? I'm talking and you shut up, okay? No. Actually, the most important. Okay, it costs very much time to review all these comments. And anyway, YouTube is censorship. Did you know that? Now, several times I read of comments that they took away comments other people wrote. Do you understand? they, especially if its topic is about hashtag Let's Talk FE Flat Earth, yeah, because this is taboo. This is really Freemason, astronauts, and Illuminati. No. Esto, this we will censor. Hashtag YouTube censorship. So I really hope that soon I just make a little brainstorming, because sometimes it's difficult to find all these right words. I'm just thinking of file sharing, web torrent, and wait a minute. Yeah, hashtag JoyStream. This is a file sharing site where you can make money, Bitcoin. I distributed all these hashtags in my different Twitter accounts. This I have in my Twitter account, at filmmaking, videography, video editing, VJ montage, documentary, time-lapse, JoyStream, theater, voiceover, GIF, Vine, Project Bluebeam, hologram, acting, crisis actor, hoax. And then on the Twitter account I had some time in the hashtag sharing is caring, charity, and Bitcoin 2A. It's like a new version of Bitcoin, BTC4, that idea to distribute Bitcoin. If they don't take it, you take it back again. Hashtag Bitcoin 2A. 2 is 2 years. 2A. 2 años. Español. Creative Commons, royalty free, free software, free energy, Linux, and GPL, and GNU, P2P, and decentralized file sharing, Tor, VPN, Bible, video mix, time is money, V, written together. Hashtag time is money, V is another idea. Yeah, I made a video you can watch on my YouTube channel, Vanus Enigma, video mix. Yeah, at the moment the title is FTM, but later I'll put Androgyny instead of FTM. Yeah, anyway, these two first, Vanus Enigma video mix, will stay the same, I think. Anyway. By the way, I want to remember you that I created this community of single people, which is on Twitter. It's at COSPV, abbreviation for Vanus Enigma or Video Mix, invitation. And just wanted to say, I think if you, like me, identify rather as androgynous, I think it's easier to imagine a life living single and comfortable than if you're just a very cis man and very cis woman. As I mentioned before when I talked about masturbation. Don't tell me that the Bible prohibits masturbation. So what is worse, masturbation or homosexuality? And anyway, if women and men straight relationship change too often, it's I think it's worse almost, because have a look how many children get born of different parents. And anyway, if people anyway, they want to do the depopulation agenda. So if people stop having children, all the problems get solved automatically because no more children are born. So still continuing to listen to that video, but I admit I get really some kind of angry, and I feel the necessity to express my opinion. So it says, like in Deuteronomy, Old Testament, that it's an saying it's an abomination to the topic of cross-dressing. I was really an innocent young child of 3 years. Only 3 years. I only wanted to wear trousers, and anyway, it's more security for women, for small girls, to wear trousers and not to get raped, instead of having to dress like a sexy little girl. But I just want to say, in spite of all these Leviticus and Old Testament drama and anger, I don't want to get pissed off of my belief in Jesus Christ, my Savior. I really don't want to lose my personal faith, okay? So I keep talking about the Bible. I will speak out what I don't like. Anyway, now I remember Jamson from Jamaica when he said, "Oh, I feel like I want to burn the whole Old Testament." There was a time I listened very much to his videos, but I think many people might feel offended when he smokes so much in front of the camera. And as you know, my videos, I often don't show my face at all, although I do not smoke, although sometimes I drink a little. Okay, now I have only 1 beer, okay? And yesterday I didn't drink anything, really, believe me. I really try to keep especially, did you know that alcohol, if you drink very late at night, your sleep phases REM, rapid eye movement, REM phases will be really worse, and you will not have a good sleep. And lately listening many videos about topic and testosterone, building naturally testosterone, and sleep, the importance of sleep, and intermittent fasting in relation to creating testosterone at night. Just telling you a little secret. You know that I have many Twitter accounts, and I like to explore different hashtags on these different Twitter accounts, so to keep control about how often I use one hashtag. I have one whole list which is organized by the length of these hashtags, how many letters, characters, and then where they are in which Twitter account. And now, right now, I'm thinking to put the hashtag Christian anarchism written together in the Twitter account Community of Single People. Till now I had it, before I had it in my Twitter account Bible Video Mix, but then I put it into my Twitter account Innocent CryptoKitty, and now I think I put it there. Maybe I use it 2 times, I'm not sure, because I like to really explore many different Twitter accounts. Of course, some words I have 2 times, for example, or 3 or 4 times, especially now that hashtag Androgyny, and let's talk FE, Flat Earth coin, and so on. Just listening to another video about androgyny, and just they talked about yin and yang, black and white, the male and female opposites. And as I mentioned before, I created this community of single people. I think is very important to be able to live by yourself and be happy, to love yourself and be in peace with yourself and love yourself and be happy. Just repeating these words. Maybe I want to include the hashtag happy somewhere. I think that hashtag peace I have in Bible Video Mix, and hashtag P in peace in relation to that bathroom drama, transgender unisex bathrooms. I think I've got in the Twitter account Comedy Court, JCCVW, abbreviation for Justice Court Comedy in Virtual Worlds. Welcome to follow me on Twitter. Just thinking a little more about this yin and yang, when a woman and a man are very much in love, like they, of course, as so if they create a baby, it's like they both want to convert, maybe like in that new human being, to be one, you understand? And this is like now my decision to treatment of testosterone, FTM, and especially the most easy explanation of mastectomy. I have these 4 reasons. The most easy reason to explain the risk of breast cancer and so on. That my decision to do the half transformation, I would call it, not whole normal FTM, as I said, androgyny. So this is like to unify this male and female side in one human being, so I don't need to care about sexual orientation. I can love myself. Be happy living as single community of single people. Of course, it's nice to have neighbors, love your neighbor as yourself. I should finally make that picture, photo, bungalows. I want to do it as the cover picture of that Twitter account. At the moment I've got one pic of The Simpsons. It's like one bungalow. I'm just listening to a YouTube video with the title Michael Tsarian and Mark Passio on Androgyny of the YouTube channel All Mark Passio, the great work. Just made a screenshot and a minute 12. It says like later. And what I wanted to say, one more hashtag, is a bipolarity or bipolar. I'm at listening minute 21, looking for the other side, because if you really want to understand the whole humanity, it's always good to look from especially these two sides, male and female standpoint. Anyway, it's always good to change the point of view. There are several interesting quotes, like if the two parties, I don't remember if they say male and female, make peace in this house, they can move mountain or something similar. And the screenshot I made at minute 12, it says, for every woman who makes herself male will enter into the kingdom of heaven. Who said that? Gospel of Thomas. Yeah, that's why they banned that book. Anyway, there are many books which are banned from the Bible. Did you know? I'm just listening to that video again, and just found that quote that I was looking before, starting at minute 4.
And in the Renaissance, there was a fascination with this concept as well, realizing that man is a bipolar entity. He has the nipples of the female, and there's a Y chromosome, the X chromosome. There's an understanding that man is both male and female. In India, they always used to show one god with 4 arms, which implies, of course, that there's 2 beings in one, in Shiva Nataraj. In the Gospel of Thomas, this is a Gnostic gospel. That means one of the books that was left out of the Bible on purpose because it revealed too much. We read that Jesus in that book says, if 2 make peace with each other in this one house, they will say to the mountain, move away, and it will move away. A little bit different than the Beatitudes, a little bit different than the Gospels. Now the story is a little bit more enigmatic. If 2 become one in this same house, then you will have all the faith in the world to move the mountains. In the Celtic mystical tradition, this also was center place. Abergahain, the first bard of the Celtic people, who was the pre-accuser to Merlin, said, who but I telleth the ages of the moon? Who but I showeth the resting place of the sun? In his great poem, he's literally showing you that he and nature are completely unified.
So just make a screenshot of that minute 4 of Gospel of Thomas. Just going for a little walk here in Blightingless, and just passing by Apartamentos Axel Beach. Sorry, did I forget to say it? Gran Canaria, aquí near Jumbo Center, and it's I think it's 11th of May 2016, and in a few days, today, wait a minute, it's Wednesday, on Saturday, there will be the Gay Pride Parade. What I was thinking when I was watching so many videos about this topic, FTM, and before I was really conscious about the word androgyny, which I like now much more than the word queer. But I wanted to say, okay, I can imagine myself looking 100% male, but I think I would save this for really dangerous situations when I rather fear for my life. Like, for example, when I was sleeping in the van, traveling on my own, and sleeping in these highways at these places, and I always slept like with a knife in my hand. Anyway, guns are prohibited here in Europe, so I always had a big knife. So I think that's why in the future I think I won't use that hashtag FTM too much, and rather much more use the word androgyny and unisex. And I just wanted to say, I think I imagine myself rather looking a little like Eric Dubay when he was making a parody of Patricia Steele, without wanting intention to offend, but maybe it's time to make a parody of the parody of Eric Dubay. And by the way, don't be afraid to mention hashtag Let's Talk FE, Flat Earth. I've seen so many FTM on YouTube. I mean, of course, the younger ones who very worried to get a prescription for testosterone. It's true, often it takes very long time, maybe 1 year. In my case now, I bought the ticket already for Germany, and I think almost 2 months left, but anyway, I think before, anyway, I don't get an appointment with a psychologist, psychiatry. Then in Germany I don't have medical insurance, just this emergency of Spain here, although I'm born in Germany. So okay, of course they maybe help me much more, but first I have to go into the German system, into the Illuminati, founder of Illuminati system. And what I wanted to say, I'm over 18 years old. I'm actually 2 times more than 2 times 18 years old. Yes, I'm older than 36, and I'm even older than 40 years old. Believe it or not. Maybe I have to wait till I'm 3 times 18 years old. Or maybe first I should prepare my funeral, because sometimes it can take really, really long, and if they maybe decide, you're not applicable to apply for license to get a receta for testosterone. It seems like to me like apply for a permission to masturbate yourself, but if you get pregnant, then you are the bad person, and the society has permission to stone you, to kill you, because there's no husband. Imagine if if you get raped or something. You are the bad one. Just walking through a jumbo center, Gran Canaria, Mas Palomas. I just saw, this, how do you call it, collarín in Espanol, where there's different colors of this LGBT community, and printed on it, Mas Palomas Pride. I think I'll buy one or two. One costs €5, two costs €8. So maybe I'll have another look somewhere else, but it seems they don't offer this so often. And just to promote a little, when I go to Germany, anyway, I still want to sell my apartment here, Gran Canaria. But I'm not very active, because first I would have to make some order. But all these teddy bears and stuffed animals I have, they are guilty for the cows and for the lacking order. I need a new house, or new world order, new house order in my apartment before I can invite somebody. But I repeat, I'm innocent. The cows is created by these stuffed animals. By the way, I think when I sell my apartment, it will be inherited to the next owner. But remember, you have to feed all these stuffed animals. Okay, you have to wash them. But I've got the laundry. The other day I saw a funny video about laundries. There one woman who goes into a shop where they sell these laundries and lavadoras in Espanol. I didn't use very often that English word, so I'm not 200% sure. But she says, I think Indian woman, she says, she asks she asks the employee, is this laundry unisex? And he answers, yes, of course. And she says, I wonder, because I never see a man using the laundry. It's always the women. So in my list of favorite hashtags, there's androgyny. Anyway, I don't want to say first. Let's Talk FE is a hashtag I created, very important to hide the obvious flat earth. Second, and before queer, I would say that hashtag unisex, especially referring to that bathroom drama, hashtag PN Peace. Sorry for repeating myself sometimes a little, but think of advertisement on TV, radio some things, especially these new words like a mastectomia en español. Some words you have to really repeat several times, because before they were not very conscious in my mind. And remember me to create a video with the title "Say Goodbye to the Boobs" before I do that mastectomy. 16:05:09. The last years I was often feeling like this cat in that cage and with this bird on top. A look at the facial expression of the cat. Not funny. So don't you dare to laugh. Claustrophobia. So the title of this video is Coming Out. And actually I want to come out about 2 mysteries, not just one. But first I should learn how to open the door to come out. So finally I'm coming out to tell you that innocent CryptoKitty is Satoshi Nakamoto, a founder of Bitcoin. Cat comedy. So much talk about Satoshi Nakamoto. Is Mr. Right from Australia. Actually, I want to come out about another mystery, but I'll do it in a separate video. Just want to say that I like that word unisex and hashtag P and Peace. Watch that video on my main channel. Vanos Enigma video mix. Bathroom drama. Going to give birth, by the way, and the society has the right to kill this woman with stones, to stone her to death. And of course only men are allowed to preach in the churches, so this doctrine is easy to for men to preach, because they don't feel the anxiety to get pregnant. My whole life, more than 20 years, I've been swallowing anti-baby pills in spite of not having any relationship, always afraid to have accident or something, get raped. And of course many people might think much more of the men who do cross-dressing. Of course they are much more visible, but if a woman has the possibility to convert into the man, hashtag FTM, female to male, especially I'm over 18, I'm over 2 times 18, yes, I'm older than 36, and it's not fun to be an old woman. You feel you get always more tired, you have your sex drive is under the basement, you feel like you want to close the door and never go out. it's no fun to be an old woman. Anyway, the testosterone goes less than half from when you are 20 and 3 times, and now I can't. Actually, yeah, because in the end I think I identify much more like androgynous than okay. The mastectomy and testosterone is decided. I'll do it. I don't know when, because long story. Another day I talk about. It will take much time before I can start all that treatment, because here between the countries, Spain, Germany, many Christians who speak out against the transgender community forget about one thing in the Bible. In the same Old Testament Leviticus, where they talk about homosexuality, they prohibit many other things, eating pork and so on, but especially I want to mention about the custom that if a woman gets pregnant for any reason and there is no husband around, just thinking of one friend, she got pregnant, the father had an accident in the street and died, and now she's going. This is Vanus Enigma video mix number 146. Just want to remind you that I opened a new YouTube channel with the name Vanus Enigma Español. I created many videos with direct translation, one sentence in English, one in Espanol. But in the future I think I'll change that a little separately. So one video will be in English, for example this number 146, and then 147 will be on my other channel in Spanish, and then the next one again in English. So if you see always one missing number, it's on my other channel in Spanish Español. I'm not sure when I'll do the translation. At first I want to upload some older videos, just actually the same videos but with Spanish title. And when I have finished to do that, then I'll translate this and the following videos. And of course I have that third YouTube channel with the name Short Videos Vanus Enigma Innocent Crypto Kitty. And just my last video was the title 160509, Coming Out, a cat comedy. Satoshi Nakamoto, Bitcoin founder. Maybe I'll just paste that now or later. Lately I've been watching a lot of videos, especially FTM, female to male, about testosterone, and now lately about androgyny or androgynous, and hashtag unisex. But I think I really should create more videos because I feel the necessity to digest all that information, and when I talk about just to remember the most important lessons I've learned. I think it's really helpful for myself, and of course you can learn too. And just now I think I should include in one of my Twitter profiles the hashtag transhuman, because these last years actually, maybe because of that unconscious gender identity problem or discomfort, I've been behaving a little like a transhuman hybrid between human and cat, actually more identifying with a cat without gender, neutral gender, queer. So yeah, transhuman. Just now watching videos, transhumanism, agenda, Illuminati. By the way, I think I want to include the word androgyny in the title of my YouTube channel. At the moment, I've got the title Vanna's Enigma Video Mix FTM. I changed it. I included queer, and then I took queer back because actually I prefer more the word androgyny than queer, because queer people think much more of sexual orientation. But I don't want to talk about that, just want to talk about gender identity. And just had a look that you are allowed only to change the name 3 times in 3 months. So at first I included FTM, then I added queer, and then I took back queer and just Vanna's Enigma Video Mix FTM. So in short time I changed